Japan is on the cusp of dumping around 1.3 million tons of radioactive wastewater into the Pacific Ocean over 3 to 4 decades in an effort to decommission the Fukushima power plant, 12 years after it was devastated by a 15-metre tsunami. This has prompted an international lawyer calling out Australia and New Zealand's leaders to do more to stand up to Japan. Lydia Lewis has been covering the developments.
Ocean currents experts are predicting the waste is to sweep right across the Pacific.
It's not okay just to turn a blind eye.
International lawyer Duncan Curry is advising Greenpeace in South Korea on the matter which he believes is dividing the Pacific. Mr. Curry says countries need to call out Japan.
Unfortunately, I think Japan is seeing some success in dividing the Pacific. Frankly, you've got the United States also supporting Japan in this, and then on the other side you've got China taking a strong stance against it. So the geopolitics are such that some of the Pacific countries get caught in the middle.
The president of the Federated States of Micronesia earlier this year expressed his support of Japan's plans on the same trip as the nation received aid from Japan. Papua New Guinea's Prime Minister has also said he has been reassured by Japan, so has Palau and the Cook Islands. All the while, the Secretary-General of the Pacific Islands Forum, Henry Puna, continues to drum home the importance of regionalism, which means sticking together.
We know the importance of collective strength to the future of our blue Pacific continent. When that collective strength seeks to better know and serve the needs of all who live in our Sea of Islands, our vast Moananui giver, we can truly lead the world.
While Japan insists the wastewater is to be treated and safe, it will still be radioactive. But even if it's safe, Article 7 of the South Pacific Nuclear Free Zone Treaty places an obligation on Pacific states to prevent dumping in light of the legacy of nuclear weapons testing in the Pacific region. A legacy Maori anti-nuclear activist Hena Moeora Cross knows all too well.
When I was young, I remember my great-grandmother and my grandmother that were sick. And then it became my mom and my auntie. They had thyroid cancer. When I turned 23 years old, I discovered that I had leukemia. We have been poisoned.
The mother of two says that's 3 generations poisoned by French nuclear testing. Her family trusted France, and she will not afford the same trust to Japan. From a radiation safety perspective, senior physics lecturer David Krofchek says there are no issues.
I would drink the water. I mean, it's like going down to the beach and swallowing a mouthful of water when you're swimming. It's salt water. I prefer they desalinate it before I drink it.
While the New Zealand government says it won't take any legal action to stop the dumping, Henry Puna says there is a legal obligation for signatories of the treaty to prevent dumping of radioactive wastes. Australia, New Zealand and Papua New Guinea are among the members of the treaty. US dependencies are not. Duncan Curry says at this rate, the Pacific Islands Forum friend to all and enemy to none approach will leave the Pacific with a polluted ocean.
The Pacific is strong if they stand together. But it's just too easy, unfortunately, to take advantage of their vulnerability.
The start of the release is imminent, with Japan already running tests on the mechanisms for the process.